you're watching Food Whims and Whimsy, and I'm Carmen DiPasquale, and today we'll be making an old-fashioned coconut custard pie. So today we're going to be making our own pie crust, and we're going to be using oil instead of butter. I know a lot of times it's pretty intimidating to make a butter crust, and I just wanted to show you a little alternative. So I just put about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt in here, and this is about 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, it's a very simple crust. You're going to see you just put it all together and you mix. This is oil. This is about 1/2 cup of oil. You can use any oil. You can use vegetable oil, canola oil, and just give it a good mix. You don't want to mess with it too much. You just want to make it to combine. And the only other ingredient is milk, so I'm going to use a little ice cold milk. You can, if you wanted to keep this vegan, you can use ice cold water instead, or another type of milk, like coconut milk itself, or almond milk. Now this is a crust you can make for savory or sweet. Let me just give it a good moisten it up here. And this is actually what I'm looking for here, the crumbles. Just feel it. You can add a little cold milk as needed. Okay, could probably use a little more. So now I'm just adding the milk, about a tablespoon at a time, just to get it to the right consistency. So you want it to hold together, that's what you're looking for. Maybe 1 more tablespoon. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm just gonna put it right on this parchment paper because I'm gonna roll it out between the parchment papers. Now I'm getting out the big boy. Okay, so when you can get it to a nice, smooth, round piece, that's good. So let me just make sure that it's big enough for my pie plate. So you want it to be a little larger than your pie plate. Okay, that's perfect. So the next step is to get it in your pie plate. Just put this behind me. So what I do is I just actually put it right on top and pick it up, put it right in there, and then you fix it as needed. Just kind of throw it right in here. And you don't want to like drag it up, you just want to kind of place it in and right into place. Then we're going to fix all this. We're going to cut it with a scissor. And any little, like if it comes undone right there, you just pinch it back together, that's fine. This is a very forgivable crust. Just go around like this, make it very pretty. Okay. You just want to trim around, leave, a little bit because we're going to fold it under. So we just want to really take away the uneven big chunks around the pie. Then I'm just going to take the edges a little bit just like this, just to even it out. So you want to go around and pinch, do a nice little border on it. All right, mine isn't looking as beautiful as I want it to. I can keep working on it. But this is basically the gist of the pie crust. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to put it in the refrigerator because next I'm making the coconut custard. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the custard, and it's another very simple recipe. We're only using 2 eggs, and it's going to be a baked custard. I'm just going to add everything to the bowl. Give it a little mix. There you go. Very, very simple. I'm also going to add the sugar. This is about a cup of sugar. Mix that in as well. I'm also going to add the butter, which has been cubed and it's cold. And this is about 1 stick. I'm just gonna mix it all together. This is a very simple recipe. I don't think you can get one easier than this, honestly. Okay, next I'm gonna add the 2 tablespoons of flour. And that'll help with the consistency of the butter and everything. And then I'm gonna add the milk. When that comes together, I'll add the coconut. Next, the vanilla goes in, and the coconut. And that's it. That's as easy as it gets. I'm also just gonna add a little pinch of salt, just to get the flavors going. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my pie shell. But I'm gonna do it in the, near the oven because it can get a little messy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my pie shell, and the oven has been preheating to 350. And just put it right in there. And that's it, that's as easy as it gets. And we're gonna bake this on 350 for about 50 minutes. Okay, so that's the next step. It's been about 1 hour exactly. That looks so good. It's nice and firm. Let me just test it with the toothpick. Yeah, that's nice and firm. So that's ready. So now we have to let this cool for 1 hour. So the pie is cooled, and now the last thing to do is top it off a little bit. So we're just gonna put some nice toasted coconut. There we go. We're gonna give it a slice and give it a taste. The crust feels nice and crunchy, crispy, and the inside looks pretty creamy. So that looks really good. I'm gonna put a little bit of whipped cream. I made this whipped cream, I added just heavy cream. I whisked it together with just 1 cup of heavy cream and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Oh my God, that looks really good. Okay, just for myself, just put a little bit extra. I'm gonna go right in. That's really good. Creamy, sweet, coconutty. The crust is just really awesome. This is a delicious coconut custard pie. I hope you guys really try this. You're gonna love it. It's so easy. It really is one of the easiest recipes I've ever tried with to make this coconut custard pie. You're really gonna love it. I had to have another bite. This pie is absolutely delicious. But before I go, I want to thank Rosa, who was the first person to buy us a cup of coffee and to support our channel. Thank you, Rosa. And I want to say, if you do like recipes like this, and you like to cook happy, save a little money, save a little time, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. You're watching Food Whims and Whimsy, and I'm Carmen DePasquale. Thank you for watching.